right, bet. So we was in the, Airbnb, and keep in mind it's still Friday. This the first night, the first day we was there, so we was just on moves all day. Got an Airbnb, got ourselves together, getting ready to hit the first MOCHAFEST event, which was the pool party at I think it was called Tuscany. So yeah, we was getting ready for that. And just to revert back, if you don't know what MOCHAFEST is, it's some type of festival where they just throw parties, they just throw events, they throw parties at different venues. So they pick a city, they have a city where they doing events at, and they just throw parties all weekend. So that's pretty much it. But anyway, so we already had a section, we paid for ahead of time, and so we got ourselves together. Of course, we in Conroe, Texas, so we had to, make that 45 minute drive to get out there. Once we got there, MOCHAFEST events, they just been trying to finesse from the jump. And I'm talking about charge extra for stuff, almost everything. So if you ain't paid for it ahead of time, they was hitting your head with stuff. Even for parking, parking, they charging extra. So we got there, parking lot, I think it was they was charging 25 or something like that. So I don't know, depending on what events you was doing, they was charging between $20, $40. It definitely was finessing, but that ain't the worst part. So we parked, went inside the building, the building where the event was at. We got in there, and it's just a line of people. It was just unorganized. Everything was just unorganized. So it was weird because you got a table and you got a line of people just right by the door. It was just ridiculous. People was trying to get wristbands, and if you paid ahead of time, it was $80, but you still had to wait in line for your wristband. It was crazy. So we had a section, and they were still trying to have us wait in line for a wristband. So that just wasn't even right. Stuff was off right there. That was crazy. But we somebody finessed it and ended up getting all the wristbands. So they worked that out, got in. If you didn't pay ahead of time, if you paid ahead of time, it was $80. If you was paying at the door, it was $140. $140, ball drop. But nah, that was crazy. That's the finesse, I get it, it's business, I ain't that mad at it, but cause I get it, I understand business, but they definitely was finessing, and low key it really wasn't right. But I will say this, we all got in, ain't no fast forward past that. We all got in, and I will tell you, that motherfucker was lit. I'm talking about lit. As soon as you get in, it was just damn. Just the vibe, it was ready. Just partying. It's a pool party. It was just lit, the whole vibe. I'm gonna show clips here. You check it out. See it for yourself. But DJ was on point. You know what I'm saying? Just everything was cool. We did get in our section, and with some little issues with trying to get the bottles and stuff, but and it ended up working out. So it started off kind of shaky, but after them little issues, it was smooth sailing from there, and we all had a good time. It was that was definitely one of the best parties I've been to, for real. I can't even lie. So that set up, man, that set the tone for the event, set the tone for the trip, set the tone for everything. So I was damn, it's like this. Okay, Houston, I see you. Like I said, we had a rocky start starting out, but once we was in there and had everything, moving in motion, that motherfucker was lit. So I get that jump 9 out of 10. Only I gave it 10 out of 10 if it wasn't all them issues in the beginning, but yeah, man, that joint was fire. So stayed out late, definitely stayed till about 3:30 or something. So yeah, man. So it was lit, man. It was lit. So we did that. That was Friday. Saturday, we still low key was recovering from the night before. So yeah, that was crazy. Well, later that evening, we ended up going to Papadeaux. So Papadeaux in Houston. So funny thing is, we went to Papadeaux. We went to one of the Papadeaux. There's about 3-4 of them in the city, at least. It's crazy, but we went to a Papadeaux. It ended up being the wrong one because we had set reservations for one, and we ended up going to the wrong one. So once we, figured that out, it was like, all right, so we had to go to the other one, which was like 20 minutes away. It definitely was like 20 minutes away. So we ended up doing that. Finally got there, and I mean, the Papadeaux, the setting itself, it was all right. I mean, it looked a little old school, but it was 10 of us, so we had our reservation. We had a table set for us, so it was cool. The vibe was cool. It was pretty chill. Definitely was pretty chill, and the food was all right. I mean, the food was pretty good. Food was pretty good. I mean, I'm gonna show you a clip here what I had. The food was pretty good though. I can't be mad at it. I ain't mad at it. So Papadeaux was a cool spot. After Papadeaux, keep in mind, like, we in Houston now, so we already had in our mindset, once we leave Conroe, we not coming back, bro. We not coming back unless we going to sleep. And that's just what it was. And when you in them type of situations, you way out, you gotta plan. You gotta plan things. And if you're not planning, you just short. But anyway, it's all good. So we got, after Papadeaux, it was another MOCHAFEST event. It was another party that we was heading to. So we ended up going there after Papadeaux, and we had a section for that one too. So we got in there. Where was it at? It was at Groves. It was at Groves, Houston. I think it was downtown Houston. It was called Groves, Houston. But yeah, man, we was in there, and I mean, the jump was lit. It was like, it was a lot of people. It was a lot of people in there. It was packed with people. But I'm gonna tell you, that event wasn't as lit as the first night. Just the vibe was different. The vibe was different. It was just one of them things. You in there, it's like, all right, cool. Got a section, cool. But our section was like, you go through the doors, you go through the lobby, and it's like right on the left. So it's like you in the way, kind of like the walking space. Some people walk past, man. We had like, you got the orange juice and cranberry juice. Motherfuckers bumping the table. Somebody bumped our shit and the orange juice fell. I'm like, damn, man, y'all tripping. And it looked like, the way it was set up, it looked like almost everybody had their own section. So I don't know, it just was different, man. The vibe just wasn't. The joint was cool, like, we was chilling, we was cool, but it just wasn't nothing like the night before. And I will say, on Saturday, they had like 2 events. So they had an all-white party that we didn't go to. I'm a little mad about that. But, I heard that joint was lit. So I think that's probably what was the real event. Like, that Saturday, I think the all-white party was like really the move. So we didn't make that one. So we made the one that night, that other party that night. And I think, it just probably was nothing compared to the all-white party, I'm sure. Definitely wasn't nothing compared to the pool party. Like, that's just what that was. And like I said, the joint was, was live. There was people in there. It was, it was what's up. DJ Quicksilver was in there. That's what's up. DC's very own, so that's what's up. But it was cool, but the vibe just wasn't hitting like the pool party. So, that's just what it was. Comment below how you felt if you went to MOCHAFEST, if you did any of the events. Let me know how y'all felt, what y'all was doing. Maybe y'all saw us, just whatever. But either way, yeah, so we did that. You know, so that was a late night move. And yeah, that was pretty much that day, Saturday, that night. I'm saying he was trying to make some other little after party moves like strip club, or you know, just trying to find another move. But you know, to be real with you, like once you make some of these moves and then you driving like that, man, I ain't gonna lie, like you your body get caught up with you, man. You get kind of tired, so it is what it is, man. We all human, but we had a good time. But let me tell you this, Sunday, man, we went out Sunday and we hit this bar called 5015. And I will tell you, that junk was lit. I mean, it's a bar, like the game was on. It was just like, it was lit. We got there earlier in the day. It was probably like 1 or 2. So like it was already like lit. It was people in there. But it seemed like as time kept going, more people just started coming in. So it was lit. Like it was a Sunday, man. It was a Sunday, and we was pretty much down that way. I think they call it the third ward in Houston. It was like really live down there. Yeah, a whole strip, you know. You got food trucks. You had some another club across the street. If you've been there, you know what we talking about. You know what I'm talking about. But man, that joint was live, and I ain't want to leave. But this where the problem happened. So we was there. Definitely had to be about 3-4 hours in. So it started hitting, you know, evening time. Next thing you know, we finding out parking people out, giving people tickets, and they towing people's cars. Bruh, we was like, what is going on? It's Sunday. I keep in mind, it's Sunday. Who's doing that? So I already was hip. I already seen. I was like, okay, when they doing this, I said, what's the system going on? They been doing this. So they almost ticketed the car I had. But you know, I went and got there. I was able to move it. And as I was moving mine, they was towing somebody else's car. Like, I don't know, just some random car. They was towing it. And I was like, damn, y'all really going hard. But I'm like, okay, it was one tow truck, whatever. Next thing you know, man, I turn the corner, I'm seeing other tow trucks around. I ain't never seen that many tow trucks in one, you know, in one space. Like one, I'm telling you, it's probably like a 3-4 mile radius. It's just tow trucks. You just see them roaming around the area, like ready to tow folks. And it was towing people's cars quick too. It was just crazy. I ain't never seen the type of work. So I mean, code finesse, man. It's just like, damn, they probably knew, you know, it was gonna be a lot more people down there or something. They was just ready to go, ready to get their money. So I mean, I got my car out, rolled out, was able to park, you know, a few blocks down the street. But one of the guys we was with, they car ended up getting towed. It was like, damn, that's crazy. So they car ended up getting towed, and you know, one of my other guys, they ended up riding them to the spot to get the truck. I mean, get their car, and you know, so they had to pay the fee. I don't know how much they paid. I hope it wasn't too much, but you know, they ended up getting the car back. But it was just like, yo, they not playing. I mean, we was still out there for a while, you know, waiting around trying to see what was up, making sure everybody was good. But man, they out here towing people's cars. Like, I mean, you giving tickets. It's like, I'm already sick about that. But y'all towing cars too. So Houston, y'all wild for that. But you know, we ended up staying a little longer. It definitely was lit down. I mean, lit. It was crazy. So a lot of people was talking about go to Address too, like a spot called Address. So we ended up later that night, we ended up trying to go there. We ended up going, but we didn't go in. Really was like that point in the night where people was kind of like I said, I mean, you out all day, all night, driving like that. I mean, you end up getting tired. It had to be like 2 in the morning at the time. And keep in mind, we was all leaving Monday too. So it was like people were trying to get ready for the next day to, you know, get to the airport and all that. And me personally, I had to leave in the morning. So, but I was still with the move, you know, we was about to go to Address, but you know, everybody didn't want to go. So we ended up not going in. We was like outside of it, and it was lit. I could tell it was probably gonna be lit in there, but we didn't go in. So maybe next time Houston will probably go up in there. But that's how it went down, man. You know, I trying to shorten it up for y'all. I might have 2 parts. This might be part 2, so it is what it is. But it's my insight, you know, just trying to break it down a little bit, just kind of how the trip went. Houston was lit, man. I mean, I fuck with Houston, and I would go back. So, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down there in the comments, man. You know, if you live in Houston, if you're from Houston, have you ever been to a MOCHAFEST event? Have you ever just been down there just to be down there? Because I'll say, too, you know, you can be in Houston if you you like to party and all that stuff, man. They got a lot of stuff you can do with that. But I can tell Houston is a space where you can do other things too. If you're not a partier, you don't have to do that. They got other things for you to do. There's many things you could do in Houston. I can already see it. I already saw it. You know, I said I only been there 3 days, but you know, the time spent, I could tell, you know, it's many things you could do in Houston. So I like Houston, man. It's, you know, I had a good feeling. I had a good vibe. I was loving the energy. That's cool, man. I'll definitely be back. But, you know, I'm going to end this video today, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Let me know in the comment section below, man, what y'all want to hear next. Where y'all want me to go next. It's whatever, man. I'm down for whatever. So, thanks again. Like, comment, subscribe. Check me out for the next video, man. It's True Forever, baby. I'm out.